Alright, so just getting things situated and started here of another Forza Horizon game. So this particular one, it's going to be on Koenigsegg to start it off. Just trying to get all the notifications up, and then it'll get started. Welcome. Let's see here. Okay. So now that we got that all situated, now I can start. Oh. There we go. Okay, so like I did for the Zero idea or plan, I'm gonna do all the Koenigseggs in Forza Horizon 5 in yearly order. Wish me luck, because some of these are going to be really hard to drive. Some of them are actually really nice to drive, like this one. This one actually is pretty good to drive. The Koenigsegg 2002 CC8S. Also was in Forza Horizon 4. Just going over my tune real quick here just to make sure I have everything all situated. Yeah, I didn't put the weight reduction in because I'm keeping it in S1. Okay. Yeah, that's what I originally did with this car for this particular version. Yep, the race transmission. Oh, did I? Oh, I can actually put the drive one in. Why didn't I do that? That's strange. I mean, it's only 5.3 pounds, but hey, every bit helps. Okay. I did increase the percentage points. I think for tires, yeah, I did semi-slicks. My preferred tire compound. Max front and rear, of course. Just getting everything all situated. Think I'll do upgraded track width and just do one notch for the rear and front, because I don't really want to ruin the looks of this car. I mean, granted, putting it further out will allow for more lateral G's, but I don't want to overdo it on this particular version of the Koenigsegg. Can't really increase anything, I don't think. Yeah, everything will just put it towards it. The valves you can. That's about it. Can I put the supercharger? No. Can I put that in? Oh yeah, I can. I can put in the race flywheel. Alright, well that's another 2 pounds off. I'll take it. Oh good, the race exhaust was already in, and so was the intake. Okay, well, discovered a little bit of minor tweaking. Hashtag minor tweaking. Alright, so what I'm basically going to do is, since these are obviously road cars, they are going to be obviously driven on the road. Just going to take a quick look at the custom tuning real quick here. I think I left everything but gearing stock. Yeah, let me see here if I do 280 gears. Okay, let's try 285. Yeah, let's do 288 then. 287. We'll probably do a little bit better there. Just doing a little minor tweaks there. And let's see. Oh, I got a gift already. Jeez. You always gotta love these random gifts in this game. Alright. Travel to there. Now I'll probably drive it temporary off-road just to get it. See what it is. It's random, by the way. It was not expected. So the CC8S. This was one of the earlier Koenigseggs. Very expensive, fun car. Oh, I always love when I lose connection to the internet in the game, that is. But anyways, as I drive this car unrealistically off-road, let's see what this car is real quick. Let's take a look.
Oh, please tell me, please tell me.
Well, I don't know what it's gonna be. Watch it be some crossover or something silly. Just waiting for the game to do its thing. Come on. You can do it, game. It's a crate. What's in the crate?
Wow, that's generous. Well,
Let's see how
just
generous
the
it
spirit
really
of
is.
Horizon, isn't it? Shall we send a thank you?
Well, I always say thank you, though. Even if it's a car I already have, which the odds are pretty high. Oh. A budget bug. Again? I mean, this is actually the third time I've gotten a budget bug from random people, but I'll still thank them. I'll still be polite about it and stuff. I mean, I'm not going to complain. It's not a bad off-roader. So I'm just trying to squash another bug that came through the window. There you go. Alright, so now we can actually do the fun stuff. Let's see here. So, I don't want to do like too long of a race, but I don't want to do too short of a race. I think doing street marathon in it is actually a good test. I like doing the street marathon to test cars in this game because it has high speed, low speed handling. It's not too long, it's profitable, it's very workable. There you go, and always do marathon. Yeah, it's an S1, so make sure you match up the line, and then away we go. So, this car in particular also was covered on the old Top Gear, at least a family version of this car. And Jeremy Clarkson, of course, being Clarkson, did a very silly misspell of it and just named it a really long-winded name because I couldn't say Koenigsegg. It's like a very long-winded textual copy of the writing onto the lap board. It was also really hard to drive, but man, was it fast. It was just amazing looking. I mean, this is a design from 2002. It still looks good. That's what Koenigseggs do, you know? They're very innovative. I gotta say, it's also the CEO of this company is really amazing as well. If you ever watch their videos or him being interviewed, it's like, that's the kind of person you want to hang out with. I mean, he's just so full of energy. And he's very passionate about his design and his team. He's very grateful for where he started from, and he's really happy to see his company grow. Very innovative, too. They also pioneered a lot of high-tech stuff as well. Some of which they actually, under licensing, will allow companies to use some of their designs. Such as the free valve technology. Not in this car in particular, though. It's really cool. It's like basically just takes off certain parts of the car and the engine compartment that are normally traditionally used, and they don't even use it. This is the interior, and here's the enhanced view. Oh wow, this car actually has a really high roof. It's actually really hard to see. Oh, I keep forgetting I lowered the AI difficulty when I was playing with friends. Probably would help if I upped the difficulty now, wouldn't I? I'll do that for next time though. It'll probably make for more exciting racing than just me driving around doing this. It's just like, ay. It has a lot of grip though in this game, partly because of all those upgrades. The funny part is, in Horizon 4, this was actually one of the very few rear-wheel drive cars that fired an S1 that you didn't need to tune too much for grip, but it still could bite you. In this game, as they did Crater and Confidence right there, did a hit into the wall technique. It's a very patented technique, you know. And what you do is you hit the wall and you reset. This in a multi-million-dollar car. Yeah. So, as for the car itself, well, so far this tune actually works just as fine as I expected. This is one of the more controllable Koenigseggs in the game, and it was in Horizon 4 as well. So you get hard on the brakes there and hit the tree pole. Yeah, can you imagine a race car driver doing that? It's like, yeah, I got hard on the brakes and I hit the tree pole, and my car was perfectly fine. And then just continued waddle all the way. And it's a 6-speed. basically around the 2000s, that's when it became more commonplace in terms of speeds and the gearbox. That's when 6-speed started to become much more commonplace. As you can understand, in the 90s to early 2000s, most cars only had 4 to 6 speeds. There's still some automatics that had 4-speed of overdrive in more common cars. So, it still had more gears to work with than a typical normal car. And just like a typical normal car, I almost missed the checkpoint. There we go. Just like that. But that's okay, this car is really not an S1. I still don't understand why it isn't. It should really be an S2. It's just the performance of this car is ridiculous. Even with my patented hit-the-wall techniques, no, it's not really patented, it's just crappy driving. It still does really good. The funny part is, when I first heard of Koenigsegg, or at least knew of their existence, was actually back in 2010, with the first modernized Hot Pursuit by Citroen Games. And it actually is an okay game. I actually had fun playing it. I had it on, oh man, you won't believe this, the Nintendo Wii. Oh god, that was such a disappointment, the Wii version of that game. It was so bad. It wasn't even made by the same family of studios. It just was garbage. The PC and console version, fun. The Wii version, don't even acknowledge its presence. That was such a waste of silicon. That version of the game. As for this game, how it drives, it's pretty good. It actually had Koenigsegg in the 2010 version. I don't think it was this version. I think it was like the CCXR or like the race version, or close to the race version you can get it. And it sounded really good. It's like it sounded like thunderous. It was amazing. Very fast. It was near the end of the game for the racer story, or the racer series. And it was insane. And this car, S1, it could probably hit 240 in this game. Let's see, with the interior view. Very simple, strict interior. It still looks nice though, and guess what? It has a radio. Did you know the Veyron does not have a radio? My 2012 Chevy Cruze has a radio. A $2 million hypercar without a radio that you could drive on the streets. It's like, who does that? But Koenigsegg? Yeah, you could use it like a normal car. It's actually, of all the hypercars you can look at, or see, or view, or do, they actually can be used like normal cars, albeit very expensive normal car, but a really fun car, nevertheless. It just to even be a passenger in this car is really cool. I've watched some videos of like even more modern Koenigseggs than this one that are just amazing to just even look at. That company is like probably my top 3 best European hypercar manufacturers in the world. They're just really innovative and cool, and they actually drive. I'm not even really driving that much. Well, what I mean by driving that much is like I'm not really concentrating too much on actually driving. That's how stable this car is with this setup. It's just that easy to drive. It's not too powerful, but it can still bite you a little bit if you don't watch it. It's like all mid-engine rear-wheel drive cars, but it's not unstable. I have to really force it to be unstable to get it to do crazy shenanigans. And with the semi-slicks, it really helps a lot. Just like with any car. And it definitely could do this course just fine. I have no problems driving the CC8S. except for not braking hard enough. So, what else is different? Actually, speaking of which, not this particular Koenigsegg, but one I'll soon cover as I do this series for the live stream. Actually, still, surprisingly, still the most successful video of the entire channel's existence. Was Koenigsegg Taming the Beast. I guess it was either the right timing, the right thumbnail, or something or another, because it's still, this very day, still generating a lot of traffic. Just nice. I mean, that was actually one of my older videos. I'm still trying to get better at this stuff. It's just, you know, it takes time. Let's see how fast this goes. Oh, can it go 240? No, it's not enough runway, but it definitely can do it. It was still pulling. So I think it can actually hit 240, it just needs more room. Not a bad time. Of course, it was really easy because, well, the bots were on the easier difficulty for co-op. Yep. And a wheel spin, what do we get? Oh yeah, $2,000. Oh my goodness. In this game, that's like pennies. Wow, $2,000. Man, that was a really good wheel spin. You see, that's the real stuff right there. Earning $2,000. That's great. Gosh, I wish I could do that in real life. Anyways, let's go back to dealer here. Alright, let's go to my cars here. Go back to good old Koenigsegg, because that's what I'm starting with for this live stream. So I'm going to keep going. Next one. See, that was 2002. So the next oldest one is the 1-to-1. Oh boy. It's a crazy car. So what does 1-to-1 mean? It means a power weight ratio of 1 horsepower per kilogram. This is going to be a bonkers fast car. It's an S2. Most of Koenigsegg's are going to be an S2. Yeah, so it already has the tires I want. Oh, that puts it in X, really? That's strange. I didn't know a front tire could do that. Alright, the clutch is in. Got race transmission, of course. Race differential. Anything on... Yeah, you got the race springs. That. The do weight reduction. Yep. Okay. Perfect. So there's nothing really to change there. Let me see if I did for that there. Oh. Okay. I think I was trying to tune it for more brutal acceleration. Yeah, there we go. Get to like 330 gears. Oh, what's up? Welcome. Yeah, the only thing I've adjusted is just the gearing. I just wanted to make sure this wasn't one of my crazy tunes, but welcome to the live stream. Yeah, everything else is I haven't touched. Just wanted to make sure, because one of these Koenigsegg's I did a lot of tuning with, and I think it's the orange one that I did a year ago, actually. Oh god. It's a fake Ford Mustang. Shield your eyes, children. Look away. Okay. Alright, so go to the marathon. And let's see here. Get to the event. Oh, the solo. I think I still have the S2 dry. Yeah, I do. Alright, perfect. Away we go. I thought the S1 one was fast. Wait till you see the 1-1. This thing, oh boy, it could, in real life, I think it actually did hit like 265, 270-ish. This thing is crazy. And it has an adjustable rear wing, like its active arrow. And yes, it does cost more than a house. But my goodness, this is amazing. All the engineering, the awesome carbon fiber wheels. It's just really nice. Alright, so let's get going. This is going to be a bit of a bonkers car. Hopefully I can control it a little bit. It's really good in a straight line, of course. In this game, and in the previous one, it can be pretty beastly to drive. As you can already see. Oh, I forgot to turn up the AI difficulty again. That would probably help, wouldn't it? Alright. Here's the interior. Look at that dash. It's really cool. Oh god. Oh no. Did the patented incompetent drive again. Once you get past 100 miles an hour though, it gets a little more stable. Higher speeds because the active arrow starts kicking in. This is what it looks like. It zoomed in. Move. Move. Yeah, I guess I'm a cow now. That's kidding. It also has in kilometers. Oh my goodness, this is gonna be nuts trying to get through the town here. Okay. Let's see here. Oh. Let's see, you got that there. Oh. There we go. Yeah, it does make a lot of the boost. Like 2 bars worth apparently. I don't know what that converts to in PSI, but that is a lot. That's like 20 PSI or more. Possibly. I have to really do the math on that. But I can assure you, that is a lot of forced induction power. It's just that bonkers. I have to be very gentle on the throttle here. I'm barely even pressing the throttle and it just goes. That's how fast this car is. Now I'm flooring it. Oh, yeah, sorry. There we go. It just looks amazing too on the outside, for that matter. This is one of their like later models. It's just crazy fast. I just have to concentrate a little more on driving because, well, it wants to, like, slide. Because, well, you know, it's making, like, 1,000+ horsepower. So it does take more concentration to drive. It's fun, though. And just look at how fast I'm already here. Oh, boy. Now we're going fast. Like, really fast. Now we're going into the danger zone fast. Had to immediately get hard on the brakes there. Now I'm starting to sound like a Formula 1 driver. Or a race announcer. Now we're just going through these turns at ridiculous speeds. I think a Formula 1 car would probably just cried right there. That's how much downforce this game does. My goodness, I couldn't imagine doing that in real life, going 150 miles an hour on a road like this. But this car is very stable. As you get to higher speeds, it gets very stable. Because of all that aero. Without this aero, it would be very uncontrollable. But that's what a good design does. And yeah, if you notice subtly that the wing on the back, when I brake hard, it goes upwards. That's active aerodynamics right there. That helps you slow down more, because what it does is increases drag. And then when you start accelerating, it tilts downwards a bit to decrease drag. Yeah, that's how much drag they can do. They're not the only company that does this. There are many others that do it as well, just in different ways. Whoops. Hashtag hit the wall. Yep, so once again, due to my lack of ability of hitting walls. Wouldn't it be funny though if that was actually an ability in a racing game as a joke? What's your ability? I can hit walls. That's great. Look at how fast it's going. I'm in 7th gear. Going like 265. You know. Just going fine. So I'm just going 272 casually on a crazy fictional road that's based on Mexico. All is fine here. At night. Like SpongeBob theme. I love driving this car though. Once you get past 100 miles an hour, it's just really stable. And because of the improved handling model, it's more like how a car actually loses grip. It's much more controllable too. The handling model update this game compared to 4 is like night and day. Because in 4, I would have been spinning out like half the time doing that kind of shenanigans. And this is such a beautiful car to look at too. So you get all the benefits. And yes, just like the previous car, guess what it has? It has a radio. So you can listen to tunes while going to 270 miles an hour. So just like with most Koenigseggs, or vast majority of them, they can be used just like a real normal car. Albeit a very expensive real normal car. A fun one too. This is crazy how these cars are. I love it. I mean, you can tell too, with this particular Koenigsegg, how the interior design has been more digitalized as well. There's like more computers, like touchscreens and cool graphics, like right here. It's really nice. And you can see the rev tach, which goes from 0 to 8 on the outer circle, and on the inner, you can see in kilometers how fast you're going. Of course, since I in the imperial measurement country, I do it in miles per hour. That's what I do. But it's nice to see it in kilometers too. And on the bottom left and right, in this game it doesn't matter, but in real life it does, is the engine oil temperature and the water temperature. Okay, and to go back to the outside view. And now we get some serious speed. It's definitely going to be a faster lap time. Partly because, well, I concentrated more on driving. Didn't hit the wall quite as often. And also because it's just faster. Like, the previous one was fast. This is even faster. Just look at it go. 268. That's right, 268. Fun. It's fun driving these cars, you know? That's what Forza's about. It's just what you do. Okay. And now, for the much delayed, I forgot to turn on the difficulty for the drivatars. Yeah, I do pro. Save that. There we go. Now I can earn more money per race. Alright, so back to the garage here. More Koenigsegg, because we're not done yet. We got more. Ah, this one. This is the one I think I tuned. Yeah, I tuned this one. So let's see, now that I learned more knowledge about this game since I last did this, this is the car that made the channel more popular. Or at least people were interested in. Yep, it's the 2016 Koenigsegg Regera. Oh. Yeah, that's right, I didn't do the race transmission. And then the tires, I think Yeah, I can't put slicks on because that'll make it to X, and I don't want that. Yeah, I did maximum tire. Can you... What? Can you really put 21-inch tires on this thing? Oh, that's pretty funny. But I'm not going to do that. Yeah, I didn't touch that. I think if I just tune the acceleration just a little bit, like to 255. Yeah, there we go. Get to 277. I'm going to turn back the alignment just a little bit to 0. And not going to touch that. See how it drives for a little bit. Brake and force, I'm going to go back to 90. And differential, I think actually going to 90 probably is better. And for deceleration, I increase that to, or decrease that to 26. Just to try it as a new idea. Okay. And let's go to the race again. Alright, let's enter this event. This time will be more challenging. Because I actually made it at the difficulty level I usually do. And because I usually don't win, that means it makes it more exciting. Not just kidding. But in all seriousness though, it does earn you more per race. Granted, it's really hard. Well, by this game standards definition of being difficult. Unbeatable, the bots cheat. They just do. They have some quirks that make them do that. The one step below that is probably the highest most players probably should do, in my opinion. Not to say you can't, just keep in mind they do cheat on Unbeatable. Alright, here we go. Let's see how this car does. From a year ago, car that is still probably the most popular video of all time I did for the channel up to this point in history. So, the 2016 Regera, 1 speed. Yes, that's right. It's 1 speed. Oh. There's no shifting. It's a light speed transmission, kind of. It's like a battery hybrid kind of strange concoction, but it works. It's really fast too. See here, so upgrading the... Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Yep, this is where it gets a little tricky. It's very beastly to drive. It still is. Out for it. Yep, and then slam on the brake. Oh god. Great. Oh, come on. Come on, car. You did this. There you go. Yeah, it actually looks really nice in orange, by the way. I really like how this particular Regera works. You sound nothing there. No, just kidding. That was greater incompetence right there. So, if you ever wonder why I say creator incompetence, it's because I'm just making fun of the word creator in YouTube verse land. It's like an inside joke. If you ever wondered why I say that, it's because that's what YouTube deems the people that upload videos on a somewhat basis do. So I'm like, oh, I could just make really stupid puns about this. So I do. And also I think it's more unique-ish. Well, maybe not really that unique, but whatever. It's just coming up with different ideas just to say stupid junk. As I'm trying to carefully navigate through here, so jeez. Come on. Oh. Yep, this is where low traction becomes a problem. At lower speeds. Oh god. I certainly am not going to be driving this car very often. I mean, I love the car though. It's just also because, you know, I'm bad at it. Not necessarily like on purpose, it's just, it's really that hard to drive. Especially at low speeds, it just wants to spin its top. I mean, I'm not very even pressing the accelerator. It just does that. Okay. Gee, knees. You have to be so ginger with the throttle of this car. Now I'm for it. Now I'm not. Now I'm for it. Now I'm not. It's almost like the, what was that? One meme, but I can't remember the name of it. Kind of sounds similar to that. Oh gosh. Well, also, a little bit of what I've been doing lately in life is, well, I discovered the Steam libraries feature. It's really cool. And I've been doing some Skyrim. Skyrim 5, Elder Scrolls 5 in particular. And finally, I've discovered what that one of my favorite memes from an RPG game I don't know much about is, like, I was a adventurer like you once, but then I took an arrow to the knee. That's where it came from. I'm like, oh, it's so great to see that. Because all this time I thought it was just somebody photoshopping the text to make it look like they're saying that, but yeah, it's actually in the game. I can confirm that. And what you have to do is you have to talk to a random guard, and then they'll say it. Or at least in subtitles they'll say it too. Which I think is probably the funniest thing ever. Oh god. But it's not so funny. Greater incompetence. Hashtag. Have the hashtag. Great. Just say random hashtags. That'll work. That'll definitely help with driving. This is what the interior looks like, by the way, since I'm going so slow and gingerly. It's just the way it is. God. And then when I zoom in a little bit, if I can get past this corner, wait. Oh jeez, I didn't look at the map. Remember folks, always look at your map. Don't be like Riggs and not look at the map. You can get lost. Alright, so anyways, this is what the interior looks like enhanced without the wheel. It's actually really nice. I love the dials and gauges on this thing. Good grief. And then once you get on the straightaway, it opens up. And also doing this so that people that use kilometers can really tell how fast I'm going. Yep, this is full speed, baby. 442 kilometers, 275 miles an hour. It's very fast. Like, holy smokes. It's really good on the straights, of course. Very fast and powerful. In awesome orange. Also, if you ever wanted to do something interesting with Google search, you should Google search some of these Koenigsegg's car keys, especially the ones from like 2010 or newer. They're really cool. Like I think the latest one that they made, not in the game though, as far as I'm aware, is like a digital display, and it's really cool. It's like a mini computer. And you can like do all sorts of like pre-setups. You can like have the car heated to the temperature you want because there's heated and cooling seats, as it should. If this car meant to be driven, they thought of it. And guess what? Once again, unlike the Veyron, it has a radio. Yeah, no, it's not amazing. A car that costs as much as a Veyron actually has usable features. Therefore, I cannot claim that my Chevy Cruze beats it, because it has the very feature. And game bug. Hashtag game bug. Holy game bug. The car is so fast it even causes matrix effects of the map not loading. Yeah. That can happen when you drive really fast cars in this game. Or it could also be my graphics card is kind of meh. But that's a different story. That's okay. It works. I mean, I gotta say, considering current situations going on in reality right now is not something I'm really gonna say too much about graphics card wise, because it could be a lot worse. Let's just put it that way. So, what was I gonna say again? It's like, squirrel, where? The car, yes. It has active arrow. At certain speeds, that little spoiler does move around a bit. I think. Yeah, it does. At lower speeds, it retracts, and then at higher speeds, above 70 miles an hour, it pops up. It's really cool. I love that little feature of them. And yeah, I'm gonna finish last in this car, but it's a very beastly car to drive. Oh, so beastly, in fact, you hit the guardrail. Yeah, hitting guardrails. Great skill. Gotta go fast. Even despite hitting that guardrail a couple of times, it still hit a whopping 242 miles an hour. And somehow still finished 11th? What? Okay. Oh, okay then. That's just the way it goes. Yeah, I don't get why I finished 11th when I clearly was last, but hey, whatever. Oh, wheel spin. Let's see. Is it... No! Oh, no! Chat, if you're seeing this, look away. This is terrible. Oh. What? Hold Loma summer skirt. Clothing. Well, I know it's clothing. Thanks, game. Great. Something I'll never use. Thanks, game. Talk about strange clothes. But whatever. I don't play Forza for that anyways. That's not what it's about. I mean, yeah, you can do it. You can put that on characters, but whatever. It's not... To me, that's not what I play the game for. Helicopters. Yes. Apparently, I live near an airport. News at 11. No, just kidding. Sometimes, just like in life, stuff can fly over your head. Alright, so we did the CC8S, the 1.1, the Crazy Regera of 1 speed, and now an Agera RS from 2017. This puppy right here is a really good car for the Goliath. Just double checking my upgrades real quick before I take it out. Shouldn't be too hard. Wait, I didn't do the weight reduction. Oh, because if I do that, it goes to X class. I wonder. No, that doesn't do anything. No, that doesn't do anything either. That's race transmission. Yeah, guess not. Oh yeah, that's right. I put slick tire compound on. Well, I mean, the stock is semi-slicks. I'm gonna see if I can fit the weight reduction in. And just rely on raw tire width and max track width parameters here. We'll try that out. See if maybe I could fit it in. Just for giggles. Ah, yes, you can. So it goes from 3,000 pounds to 2,800. And it's just the front rear weight distribution from 44 to 45. So there's a little more weight up front, so that could mean I gained a little bit of stability by 1%. Yes, a whole 1%. Why not? As for the car itself, well, you thought that car was bonkers fast? This car is even more powerful and bonkers fast. We're going to the extreme now. Oh. Well, I guess it looks like the gear ratio is fine. This is not touching. That's fine. This is fine. Fine. Front rear's fine. Adjusting the brake bounce back to 50-50. Now the acceleration decel, I'm gonna do 48, 35 respectively for acceleration and deceleration, which looks like this right here. Okay. Let's try that out. It's also, it's not as stable as some of the other Goliath-capable cars, but it is a good one. And it's really fast, of course, so you can get it done pretty quick. And it's high traction rear-wheel drive at higher speeds. Just waiting for the loading screen. Because why not? Huh? Why do I have don't tune it twice? Is this like a bug with GameLoft? Or Gamecaster? Yeah, because I see the same message twice. That's strange. I don't know why it does that. To me, I kind of is baffling. Alright. Alright, so away we go. Alright, here we go. So this is the interior. Very similar to the actual previous car, except now with gears. And much more stability. Because it has front and rear downforce that works better. Not to say the other car was bad, it's just this is more stable. In the game at least. Not sure in real life, they're probably just as stable like this one in the previous version. Except this is fast, even faster. Not to say the other one was that slow to begin with. Yeah, this is much better. Reducing the weight, it's worth taking off the slicks. Oh, that is so much smoother. Oh yeah. This is good. So much better. Way more stable, way more fun, more room, more seat. More room, more seat. Kind of reminds me of that chatting app Zoom. Okay. Oh, it's a little bit difficult in the lower speed turns, but not as bad as the 2016. Oh, ah, he hit the car. As I almost hit the van. Note to self, don't laugh at the vans. You never know in this game, you could hit the van yourself. Or in this case, do a creator confident moment and hit the wall. Oh god. There we go. Oh man, this is gonna be tight. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Oh, there we go. Now we're going fast. Full speed ahead. This would be a much better lap time, hopefully, too. Oh, jeez. Almost hit the pickup truck. Yeah, hard on the brakes there. Come on. Good grief. The amount of concentration you have to do with some of these cars. You still have to concentrate more than the CC8S, of course, because it's more powerful and even faster. The grip is pretty good. Oh, jeez. Oh god, that was a bad turn there. Now we're going fast. There we go, now we're getting on this throttle just gently. Now we go full speed, baby. Now I'm going a little bit off the brakes and for it. Now we get into the rhythm again. There we go, 240, 250. Now we're going to serious danger zone speeds now. I mean, this is just ludicrous. Good grief. Everything happens in seconds at this speed. It sounds so cool doing it. Maybe I can make this turn too. Yes. Finally. This is what the interior looks like a bit. Oh, jeez. Let's do a nice little interior shots there. This is like, you have to be really gentle to get the car through. Now we're getting through power on the straights here. Now we can really open up the taps up here. And now I'm sounding like a Formula 1 race announcer again. Now we're going 230, so let's see if I can get to maximum speed on this one. Yeah, this is ridiculous. 260. Let's see, can we hit the magic 270? Yep, can hit 270. Just a smidge slower on the top speed than the 2016, but I'd rather take the 2017 stability in the game at least. Over that. I just do. It's just how I prefer to play this game. Now we're going really fast. Come on. Now we're just flooring it. Through some of these turns that I couldn't even do on the other one. Okay. Now we got some more. Whoop. Man. Not the van. Anything but the poor van there. It's probably, it would be kind of funny if you were driving a van and you see these like supercars just going like 100 plus, and you're like, oh man, look at that maniac. And then the sports cars is ever like, wow, look at that idiot, just going slow. Gotta go fast. Oh gosh. I almost hit that generic Ford Focus back there. That would have been a disaster. Holy moly. Oh boy, oh man. This is gonna be tight. There we go. Just barely on the road. Come on. Come on. Yep. And now we're going back on the straights. See if I can catch these bots ahead of me. If I drive really good, I can probably catch them. Come on. Just a little bit power. There we go. Back on the straight. Yeah, now we're talking. Now we're going. Oh. Almost flew off the road there. That would have been bad. Now I can open up the taps. Maybe I can catch him. No, I'm not going to catch him. Darn it. Might catch Stern, maybe? No. Oh well. It's just the way it is, but hey. I guess fourth is okay. 735 there. Alright. Big Smoke. Oh, that's a funny name. Yeah, Big Smoke. Alright, so let's see the wheel spin here. 125. Now that's a good wheel spin. Still funny that when I won first place, I got a 2,000, and then when I finished fourth, I get 125. And then the one before, in between that, I get a useless cosmetic. Yay. But that's just how the game goes. But in 4, you would more likely get cosmetics most of the time. Which is kind of useless in my opinion, but whatever. So, Koenigsegg. last one, the Jesco. Oh boy, you thought the Regera RS is fast? Oh boy, you haven't even seen the final form of a bonkers 1,600 horsepower 2 Jesco. Why would you ever take this car off-road in the game? I mean, it's funny, but it makes so much power, you're not going to do it. And then normally it weighs 3,143 pounds. The weight reduction is 2,854. Let's see, did I do anything at the drivetrain? Yes. Did I put... Oh yeah, that's right, the stock differential is race. Okay. What did I put for tires? No. Can't put 6 on because that'll make it X class. Don't want that. I don't know why putting the front tires to maximum does that, but it's just the way it goes. Okay, track widths there, and there. Okay. Let's see, did I do anything gearing wise for this car? Yes, I did. I think I should make the final drive just a smidge faster. Yeah, just make 9th gear a little bit quicker. Okay. Yeah, that should be good enough ratio there. The difference of 10 is good. Differential, I think I want to do 45 and differential lock at 35. There we go. I think that originally tuned it to be higher. I'm tuning it to be lower because I actually found out in this game when you lock it beyond 55% for high-powered cars, sometimes they actually start oversteering way more frequently than they should, even in real life. So let's go do the final Koenigsegg. The Jesco. This is a really bonkers fast car, by the way. Even in real life, this thing is just absolutely devastating. I can't believe it's already only 2 years old, and this thing is still like in the top 5 in the world in terms of acceleration for a production car. Yeah, you can drive this on the road too. Although with that much power on tap, just like the other cars, you have to be kind of careful with the throttle here. This thing is just a beautiful work of art. Now, there is some controversial opinion about the rear wing, but I actually like it. It's actually a design thing that I think, even though it's not the nice looking wing, I think it still fits the intended function. Even though it's a bit bonkers. Okay, here we go. And it spins through the first 4 gears very quickly, by the way. In the game, at least. It's not like you can't turn at all, but at lower speeds, this thing is beastly. It's very hard to control at lower speeds. It relies on aerodynamics to turn. Oh. This is what the interior looks like. Yeah, that's right. It's a movable screen. Oh my. It understeers like crazy. This is crazy fast. And this is the G meter on the dash here for some reason. So it's actually better if I show you like this because most of the information is on the wheel. Oh, man, that was bad. And it's rear-wheel drive. It's a crazy car. Oh, the Range Rover. Why is that doing here? Oh yeah, because I want NES too. Oh my goodness, this car. Oh. Such a beast to drive at low speeds. It really is. I have to be very ginger. Because it has like 1,600 horsepower. I can barely get it to start turning, you know? Once I get more on the gas, it just goes. Like, I have to, like, burn through 4 gears worth just to get the car some traction. It's, like, absolute ridiculousness. Oh. Well, there you go. Greater confidence. Hitting the walls again. So, let's see if we can get better than 9th, hopefully. Oh, jeez. That was really lucky going through that gap. It's crazy. Oh. God. Yep. And I hit that wall. Whoops. A very using full throttle through those turns. And did that there. Come on. Back on the course. This is just nuts what this car can do in terms of raw speed. It's just not very controllable at lower speeds, so I know it's not a very good fit for this course. But I'm good. I'm doing it anyways, so I can right now. Not recommended for the street marathon, that's for sure. But is it fast? Oh yeah. It's like, gee, my knees. Oh. Oh. Skill board? I didn't know there's such thing as skill boards. That's interesting to know. Definitely doesn't turn as good as the Figura RS. Let's just put it that way. But I'm trying to gain some speeds here. Now I'm just flooring it. I don't know. Gas, brakes a little bit. Now I'll really gain some serious speed. There we go. Yeah, come on. Oh. Sometimes it just started in like 3rd gear. It's crazy. Just doing all that. Oh. Oh god. Well, at least I kept the skill points before doing my patented created confidence hitting the walls again. Well, at least got some more straightaways, so I could go fast again. Yeah, gotta go fast. Now we show the real wall power of 1,600 horsepower. Ready for some serious speed. I'm doing an interior too, the boot. Yeah, dodge that car. Now we're in final gear. 280. 460 kilometers. Almost 290. Come on, can I hit 290? Nope, 288, 460, 265 kilometers. Hard on the brakes. For a little bit. Because I know it's not going to make that turn. Yeah, it's just not, you know. This car is crazy fast in the straights. It's just really good at that. That's what the disco. Yeah, serious speed in 9th place. Yes. Yep, serious speed in 9th place. Hashtag goal. Okay, maybe I should stop with the hashtag. It is pretty cringe. But yeah, this car is really uncontrollable at those. Oh no. Well, guess what? I missed the checkpoint. But this car is really hard to control at low speeds. It just understeers and oversteers. It doesn't know what steer is. Steering doesn't exist in this car's vocabulary below 100 miles an hour. Like, you just pretend that the car doesn't turn. When you're slower than 100, just forget you have turning. Yes, absolutely. And the Range Rover crashes again. Yep. Come on. There we go. I mean, This understeer tendency of this car is just bonkers. I have to really get hard on the brakes just to force it to turn. It's really silly. But hey, it works, I guess. It's not realistic. Now it turns. Because I'm above 100 miles an hour. Oh god. That was close. Oh. Yep, that's what I mean. It's below 100. It gets very uncontrollable. Come on. Grabbing it by the scruff of the neck, trying to drive it like a Dodge Viper from 1990s. Oh. Almost missed that checkpoint too. Yeah, this is not gonna be the best finish ever, but whatever. Oh no, the Matrix has arrived again. The car is so fast I broke the game again. Low streaming bandwidth. Hey, look! The car is so fast I got caught by a Ford Transit van. And a Bronco. Oh. That's how fast this car is. It's so fast, a Ford Transit caught up to me. Gotta go fast. Well, that is the Koenigseggs. So, of the batch, the CC8S and the 2017 Agera RS are the most stable. The most unstable, the 2016 Agera and the Jesco. Because, well, mostly game physics and also just the way they're tuned didn't drive. It's a nice looking car though, I gotta say, they all look great. There's not one single Koenigsegg I would say is ugly. They all look good. So I go back to garage here. Alright, so what manufacturer should I cover next? Let's see. Mazda is cool, but they're not as fast. But again, this is weird. Oh yeah, that's Ferrari, Ford. Trying to think of like what to cover for next time or next stream episode series or something like that. Man, there's just so many choices too. I mean, I'll have the same thing twice. Yeah, I'm not having the same car twice. That's ridiculous. Well, just for one last thing, I think I'm gonna do the Ultima, the most hideous S2 car ever. Just to briefly show you how hideous this car is. This is the back, which is okay, but wait until you get to the front. Good God, that is hideous. But is it fast? Oh yeah, this thing is bonkers fast. So this will be my last race for this particular live stream. Gonna also drive the Ultima. It's ultimately hideous, but whatever. Okay, let's see how this one does. It is fast though, I can assure you that. Yeah, it's the Ultima Evolution Coupe 1020 from 2015. Now you get to see some serious speed at this one. I guess. It's gonna be a very crazy car. Sounds pretty nice actually. Just don't understand what they were thinking on the front though. It's just such a weird looking car. It has really good grip too. I mean, this thing is like the opposite of the Koenigsegg Jesco. No, I have not lowered my difficulty. Go away, game. The game's like, oh, you're losing too much. It's like, yeah, whatever. I love that little supercharger line. Oh. I think this car actually would be probably one of the top 5 best cars for street marathon. His handling at low speeds actually is pretty good. I mean, this car has so much grip, it's putting Formula 1 cars to shame. This is what the interior looks like. It's a race car, pretty much. Oh. It's like a racing wheel. As well. This is what it looks like. That there. There's some dials and gauges if you can make them out at high speed on the top right here. And the rev gauge on the middle top right. It's a crazy bonkers fast car in this game. Otherwise, outside of that, knowing it's a racing car, I don't really know much about this particular car. I really don't. It's not really one of those cars that has a lot of story to it, as far as I know. I'd be happy to learn about it, though. Oh, man. I just cannot stand a cheap Wrangler going faster than this car. Come on. Only in Forza, a cheap Wrangler is going faster than a race car. It's kind of pretty funny if you think about it. Oh. I always love hitting walls. No, I don't. Oh god, not again. Are you kidding me? There we go. Now I'm going fast. Now, unlike the Jesco, I can actually turn. I just love that little supercharger now. It's so cool. Oh, it just barely hit that checkpoint. I'm gonna sit that. Now let's hear what the engine sounds like. That's what it sounds like. Now you should be able to hear it again. It did the same thing as the Jeep. Oh, that's too funny. Oh no, that's not a Jeep. That's an Audi. Or a Savant. Oh, that is pretty fast. Very heavily tuned one. This car is just crazy. And it has 6 speeds for this particular car. Like going so fast. Oh, I almost missed that checkpoint. That was like by inches. Jeebin knees. So mesmerized when we fast though. Oh. Hard on the brakes. Yeah. Just by the skin of the teeth. Trying to get past this floor is going to be a little tricky for this turn. There we go. Gotta go fast again. This is gonna be some serious speed. Hopefully the hopeful edition. Oh, there we go. There we go. Just like to show an interior view while I'm going this fast. 240. 250. It's crazy. What? How is the Avant passing this car? I'm going 263 miles an hour And Avant is keeping up with an Ultima. That's really strange. I am trying to concentrate a little bit though, because I want to actually win this one to wrap this up. It's not hard to drive per se, it's just I want to actually, you know, have a successful win on the difficulty I normally do this game at. In a car that I know I can do it in. And also, it's not very often you see people live stream a weird car like this. Probably for good reason, so. I mean, it is pretty ugly on the front. But my goodness, is the performance good. Oh, that was really bad braking there. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Come on, come on, come on. Come on. Yeah, this slow speed right there is really tricky. It doesn't looks easy, but it isn't. Come on. There we go. Oh, jeez. Hey. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Like, you gotta be kidding me. I was doing all fine and dandy, and then I screwed up that turn. Like, yeah, I just used the car to get me through the turn. That always works. Come on. Come on. We just need to pass the Jeep. Are you serious? I can't pass the Jeep. What? Ah. Low streaming bandwidth? You can't make this up, people. Oh my goodness. Oh look. There's a Volkswagen, a Viper, a Ford Bronco, and some kind of Tennessee Venom Raptor, or Raptor. There we go. Wow, the most glitchiest finish ever. Yeah, I ended up finishing 7th. A little bit better than the Jesco. Oh my. Oh well. I mean, it is one step below unbeatable. Now let the game let me continue, maybe? Come on. Wow. I don't know what else to tell you. The game is buggy sometimes when it comes to such matters. There we go. Finally. I've only got some things there. Alright, so I'm gonna wrap up this particular live stream here. If you wanted to see more of this kind of content, you just gotta point the mouse towards a icon at the bottom of the video, and you see the thumbs up or down thing. Yeah, I think you know what you can do with that, but you know, it's the internet. And also, you can see either at the bottom right of the normal screen, or the big red button that says subscribe if you like this stuff, or you want to see more videos in the future, whether it be a live stream or not. I do cover racing games and all that neat stuff. You can hit the subscribe button. That's what it's called. And if you want to support the channel or help sustain it, I do run a Ko-Fi page. And, well, I gotta say, with the Ultima, I gotta tweak it a little bit more. And I really like driving the Koenigseggs, even the ones that weren't as controllable. They were such beautiful cars to drive. And I highly recommend them for tracks that are more high-speed focused than the street marathon. But at least with the Agera and the CC8S, I actually don't do too bad in those. So this is Rigsters Journey.